Good morning, biscuits. Welcome back to a daily vlog. I haven't done these in a couple years. I'm bringing them back, biscuits. I'm getting kids dressed. We have some important education and school meetings today, which is I'm looking forward to it. We're thinking about Pear going to a 2-day, I think it's like an hour a day, cooperative preschool, so I'd come with her and help out in class sometimes. Hold on, biscuits. I'm trying to come up with something that makes me not look deranged when I'm having a meeting with school officials. In fact, I have all sorts of updates for the kiddos and us and what we're getting up to with school. We're still doing homeschool and everything, but you know, just fun. Adding some extracurriculars, adding some stuff. Yes, Strudel Poodle, I'm getting our clothes because we gotta get going soon. Abraham, do you want to get socks and shoes? I thought today would be fun. Today is other than my meeting in the morning, today is a pretty average day for us. I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna get some cleaning done around the house. I have an absolute ton of work to do. I have admin and I have a ton of video editing to do because I was filming yesterday. My brother-in-law was kind enough to watch the kids for like 3 hours yesterday, and I got a ton of stuff done that I needed to. Hold on, I'm finding you. Ooh, these are the chicken socks for you. You love chicken socks. Are we considering getting maybe 2 more chickens to add to our flock this spring? Once you go chicken, you go a little crazy. Okay, biscuits. Through the magic of cinematography, I'm gonna change my outfit. And this is my outfit. Excuse the unmade, totally unmade bed. Here, I'm gonna put you on here, biscuits. I can't actually see what the camera can see, so excuse me. Bed is all falling apart. So this is real quick glam up of normal human hot. It's funny that jeans are like a glam up, but they aren't leggings. There you go. Woohoo! I got a shirt underneath, so I'm layered because the school has weird heating in it that I'm going for the meeting at, and I'm ready to go. Oh, trash day. Okay, biscuits, we're in the car. I thought I would chat with you fabulous biscuits while we're driving. Oh, sorry, so you're just gonna move around because you're just propped up here. There you go. Okay, we are of course running late. I used to be a 10 minutes early, maybe 15 to everything kind of girl. And I would say it was having my second kid that did me in for time. There's just something about getting everybody dressed and ready that, you know, it was always like, I'm literally drying a boot right now with an extra dirty socket from the car because the boots were dirty and or wet and I didn't know it. I have a boot dryer, I want to put them on there. Oh no, it's trash day again, guys. I hope so we've been running on to this issue that we have this route to get to our homeschool cooperative on the day that we go, and it's trash day in that area, and we keep running into, not literally, but we keep them to stop for the trash truck and they won't move to the side. So there'll be like 4 or 5 or 6 cars waiting for the trash guys to move. They just have to pull over just a tiny bit because it's a narrow road, and then we'll be fine. Guys, it is spooky and misty. Biscuits, do you see this out here? Abraham, my love, do you see how like spooky and haunted it is? Ooh, I can barely see our turn. So we have been working hard on jingling things up. I literally am having a hard time seeing my turn. Okay, I'm gonna find it, biscuits. Wow, it is like pea. I don't know if you can see out the windows. It's like pea soup right here. Wow, it is. I heard it might be foggy. I didn't think this level. Woo, craziness. We have been jiggling up our plans for the year. What we're gonna do. You biscuits know that my word of the year is savor. I'm trying to savor more and not so spread myself thin, which is very hard because I love to do that. I'm just a compulsive overworker. I can't resist. So I'm making some big decisions, and I haven't finalized anything yet to decide how I'm simplifying. But I would love in the description box if you would tell me, biscuits, what are ways that you have streamlined or simplified your life. That might be something I can do. I'm kind of shrinking down my plans for things so that I can just have a peaceful year, you know? My car is being car-like, but not in a good way. It's just, you know those like little tiny things when your car starts to get older? And I'm so hoping I do not like have to replace my car. I'm really hoping. I'm like, oh no, it's little things, you know, thing by thing by thing, because I do drive a well over a decade old car, and it is starting to shebangle. Have you noticed that all the YouTubers drive really nice cars? Is this a YouTube thing because you're in your car and you're like showing it? I'm like a pragmatist when it comes to the car. I want it to go brum brum. I want it to stop. I want it to fit all my stuff, get relatively good gas mileage, and be cheap. But I always look at all the other YouTuber cars and I go, oh, I want some YouTuber car. But then I think, oh, you know, I don't want to stress out about that because everything costs a fortune these days. But it's been really interesting getting to peek into my inner self about what I'm willing to, you know, let balls drop that I've been juggling, because it's just been so much that I feel like it's been stressing me out. And I put a bunch of my glamping farm business and farmstead business on the back burner in the last 6-8 months. Let somebody in. That's a nice thing to do. And the stress relief that has given me, because that particular project business has been a huge amount of literal physical labor. I have been the one for a huge part just doing physical labor, getting that place ready. And I think that my body and brain were just exhausted by it. I love the concept still, so I'm trying to figure out a way to do it in a way that stresses me out less. And I don't know the solution yet. I really want to build a place that families can come and clamp and have a good time and enjoy themselves for a good deal. But I'm trying to decide this year if it is the season of my life to do that, or if I need to let go of that for now and be like, that is not the season. This is the season of having young children, of having my full-time YouTube business, and maybe I have to let that go. I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm waiting for the stars to align and, you know, let the universe manifest what it will. That car has green headlights. I have never seen a car with green headlights before. I didn't know that A, that was legal, or B, that you could even buy those. That was bizarre. It's actual green, bright green headlights. That was so weird. I wonder if that's like a special fog headlight or something. I'm gonna Google that. But yeah, so I'm trying to decide what, because I gotta say, the whole glamping farmstead thing, it came about so beautifully. It felt so connected to my path. It felt so good while I was doing it. And then end of last summer, beginning of fall, I just felt like I crashed from all the work. It was so much work with not a ton of payoff. Like every task you just had to keep redoing, right? You had to keep clearing, you had to keep cleaning, you had to keep re-jiggling all the bell tents. It was just so much that it really, I think, depleted me. And so I'm deciding how much exactly do I want to put into that, or do I want to let the dream go? And it's hard, you know, when you've spent a couple years visualizing it into being, and then you've actually put it into being. So I'm going to see. This winter I had a bunch of setbacks with the glamping business, and it just really kind of made my heart sad because it was like, oh, it's another thing. Oh my goodness. And I don't know, do any of you biscuits run a glamping business or a farmstead, and you have the same problem where you're really kind of deciding like how much is too much to take on? Okay, biscuits, I gotta run in and do my meeting. I'll talk to you afterwards. Okay, biscuits, you're there precariously, but there you go. So School stuff went really well. I think Pear Bear is going to get a few hours a week of some co-op preschool hangout with other kids. And I'll volunteer in the class because that's part of the deal. Making sure I'm not hitting anybody. Thank God, because I have really bad depth perception. I don't know how many of you biscuits homeschool a what is it, oppositional defiance disorder kid, but it's challenging. Abraham has a long homeschool class today that's about making stuff and creating and working together, and boy oh boy. Well, actually, you know what, do I want to go get our toothpaste while we're out? Maybe we'll go feed ourselves first. Paris, should we go get toothpaste? We should go home and eat? Okay, we'll go home and eat, and then we'll go. I gotta go to a special store to get my special type of toothpaste because I get hippie toothpaste. But yeah, it's definitely a challenge to get him to focus, not actually snarl at people and work. And I finally got him to talk to some of the other kids. He's been in this class for almost a year. I mean, since, you know, August, September, and he's still struggling with like, I don't think he knows any of the names of the other kids. He hasn't built any projects with them. It's a tough cookie. Homeschooling, I think, is a lot of work. I love the concept of it. I struggle with being organized enough to do it well, but boy, it's extra hard when you throw in developmental delays and special needs and autism spectrum stuff. It's like it's a tough cookie. It is. Yeah. This is how we feel about a tiny bit of sunlight. For the record, it's 51 degrees. You are really zoomed in there. It's 51 degrees. But we're like, we rolled up our leggings. We're ready for sunshine. This is the sunniest it's been all year. There's my trash bag greenhouse. Can you see it? So this is actually, let me see if I can get it to show.
First question, he put his mouth on the coop like, to get rid of it.
So our chickens are coming out of their coop. They have so not liked winter where they can't do things and go out as much. We still let them free range as much as possible, but some days are just miserable. Hey, don't hit them. Don't hit them. Be nice. This is our chicken coop. I rebuilt it from the old one. So I built this from scratch. We do a sand litter, and it is actually time to resand because we sanded in August, September, August. In August was when we did, I think it was 1,000 pounds of sand in here. So we're gonna dig up the first like inch or two, resand it. We'll get eggs after when we're ready to go. They've got a bunch of different little. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. They've got a bunch of little spots to hang out in, which is so cute. They love it. It's adorable. They love their roosting spots because it gives them activities. And then we let them free range for a whole lot. But that is how the greenhouse is looking. So I'll show you inside. Oh, hello, my sweet waffle. Don't eat my plants. Let me let you in. So we've got a little lock on here. I mean, not even a lock, just a little clasp. Oh yeah. It's so warm in here, biscuits. So warm. We're actually gonna plant things we wouldn't plant outside for, I don't even know, probably it gives us an extra 2-month lead on growing. So this is in here. So we have a whole bunch of fabric pots from last year. We have fabric pots here. I took an old camping chair and put it here. It's covered in dog. I should start some of the chickens, but that's okay. And it's actually a pretty good height. Like my fingers can touch it right up here. It's 6 by 9. This cost $60 to make because I had all the pieces pretty much except for the plastic. I'm gonna have to buy some dirt. But it's a really good this season greenhouse. It is hot in there, legit hot. If it's 51 here, I bet it's like 70, 68 in there. I'm gonna get a thermometer for it. We have the rose beds are coming along. Let me show you. So rose beds here. We're working on trimming it out. We have rock down for pathways. We still have to rock this way. Oh yeah, these are all gonna be gorgeous roses. We have the hoop house there, which we're heating the soil now, and then we'll put the hoop house back up. We have elderberry and raspberries here. A ton of ranunculus are going to come up, and then this is going to be another veggie bed. Built this fireplace in the last year, this fire pit region. So here's our veggie bed. It's actually a pretty gosh darn good size, all things considered. Like, I don't know if you can see in comparison to my size. We have this up because this is what peas grow on. So peas are going to grow here, and then the whole rest is for vegetables. Here is our berry bed. So these little sticks are all raspberry canes. Marionberry plant. We're actually going to get a couple more raspberries because the chickens killed a couple. There's an elderberry. I don't know if this elderberry is going to make it. I transplanted it from my farm, and I think maybe we shall see. But huge amount. I'm so excited.
Oh my, now it. I would like to say my chicken house, I am producing another one, and it will be coming out this next Friday, and I will be releasing a whole new season. That's right, a whole 8 more episodes by this Friday.
Hey, beautiful biscuits. Here, these are blue light blocking glasses. I'm blurring that out because I'm editing a really cool video. Surprise. Oh my goodness, you can tell I'm tired. I wasn't even sure what I was saying. Yes, I was going to sign off for the night. We did tasty homemade food. I totally forgot to film it. Everybody just kind of scarfed it down and the decision evening chaos. So frequently what I do is a work from home mama is I get the kids down to sleep, and then I will come sit here and I'll edit stuff. I'll probably emails. I might do a live quiz for Patreon, and that's kind of how my evening goes. I'm hoping, you know what, I'm going to manifest this. I am getting to a place by the end of this year where I have my schedule and my comfort down enough to where I don't need to do my late night working, and I can just fit it in more naturally, because it has been really tuckering keeping the schedule up, and I've been doing it for a while now. But I just live in a childcare desert. It's so hard to get enough hours to work, to pay some bills, and I'm aiming to get, by the end of this year, that more on track to where I feel less stressed about things. I think that's really the whole energy I'm going into with this idea of savoring the year, is getting to a place where I'm nurturing enough gentleness and happiness in my life that I don't feel like I'm trying to pour from an empty cup, which is what it's felt like for the last year or two. And I think that's going to be really powerful and good. Like, I can feel these steps that I'm taking to get there making me so much happier. And I know, I talk about this a lot on Instagram, of the importance of nurturing our lives as women, as mothers, because we just get lost in the go of everything, And I'm looking at this as like this little I so need to get some artwork for this wall. Maybe I'll make something. We so need to nurture more moments for ourselves in our lives, and that is something I am aiming to do. I would love to be able to stay up at night and watch a movie for myself. Instead, I stay up and I work because that's like this narrow little window to do, and then I need sleep because the kids get up early, and you know the chickens wake us up at dawn. that's wake up time. And my goodness, like, I don't say this as some pampered bonbon eating housewife, like, oh, we've got to make time for ourselves. I totally understand the struggle that is when we say make time for ourselves, but I gotta tell you, I have felt the drain energetically of not doing that. It is so worthwhile making time for ourselves. We are a worthy cause to put our time and effort and resources into ourselves. Okay, biscuits, I am going to see you over on Prima Patreon. I will be posting some more reels on Instagram. This ended up being a little bit longer than I was expecting it to be, and more of a deep into my inner psyche video, but I wanted to give you biscuits an update before I launch back into doing some more, you know, day in the life vlogs, because that's what I love watching. I love watching people's day in life vlogs. Like, almost nobody's vlogging anymore. This has so gone downhill. I think everybody's podcasting now. I should start a podcast. I actually had an idea 2 years ago for a podcast that I really wanted to do, but I promised myself I was not going to add to my list, and so I didn't do it. It's one of those things I'm like, oh darn it, I should have. But again, maybe I shouldn't have, because it just would have been more to do. Okay, I'll see you in the next video, biscuit. Oh, that's a lot of shout-outs. Yes, I am in Halloween PJs. I'm aware it's not Halloween. I was FaceTiming with my parents this evening. They were like, oh, getting ready for fall already. And I was like, you know what? It's comfy, it's cozy. I just grabbed it out of my, you know, loungewear section that I keep in a little box in my closet. So I even drank out of a pumpkin mug for my cocoa before bed this evening, and I laughed at myself. I'm like, I'm just going full Halloween. I was gonna say October. That's funny. I think of fall is like 1 month October, but maybe I do. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Hugs, my biscuit.